Hey, Mom, I need $500 by next week, preferably by Thursday. Can you send it to me?
Hi, Sarah. Again? I just sent you money last month.
Last month was last month. I'm in a tight spot right now. I won't be able to pay my phone bill and utilities otherwise. Please, just send it to me.
How much is your phone bill? It shouldn't be that expensive.
It's around $120, but it's not just the phone bill that I have to pay.
Break it down for me. What are all these expenses that's gonna cost $500?
Phone, $120, utilities around $200, and I need new work clothes.
You are still working, right? Like, actually?
Of course I am. What kind of question is that?
I'm just checking. You've been asking for money more frequently lately, so I was wondering.
Why would I quit my job? That makes no sense.
Then why are you so short on money all the time now? Everyone else manages to live within their salary. Maybe try cutting back on expenses or budgeting better.
I am budgeting, but there are so many work-related dinners, and since we don't have uniforms, I have to spend money on clothes.
What happened to the clothes you bought last month?
Those were summer clothes. I need some fall pieces now.
Your co-workers must deal with the same expenses. They're not all getting money from their parents, are they?
Actually, most of them do get help from their parents.
All of them?
Look, our company is pretty well known, and everyone else comes from wealthy families, not from a poor single-parent household like me.
Poor single-parent household? I put you through college and supported your living expenses.
Yeah, but that was the bare minimum.
The bare minimum? How is that bare minimum? I worked overtime to make sure you had everything you needed.
Everything I needed, but not everything I wanted.
Yes, I was a single mother, but I never let you struggle financially, ever.
Mom, you don't understand how big the world is. My lifestyle was bottom tier growing up.
Bottom tier? You had your own room, a laptop, and I paid for your club activities. Not a lot of single-parent households can give what I gave you.
My college friends got designer brands in high school, and my coworkers get cars from their parents for their birthdays.
Is that what this is about? Designer brands and cars?
It's about status, Mom. Image matters in my company. Compared to them, we're poor, and you know it.
What's your monthly salary now? How much are you making?
Why does that matter?
Because you've been working for 5 years. I want to understand your financial situation.
The base salary is decent, but after taxes and everything takes it all.
Sarah, do you still not understand how hard it is to earn money?
I get how hard it is, but so what? It doesn't change the fact that we're dirt poor.
Your definition of poor seems very different from mine.
Of course it is. You've always had lower standards than me.
Then maybe stop asking your dirt poor mother for financial help.
That's not fair. You're twisting my words to make me look bad.
Am I? You just called me poor with low standards.
I'm talking about taking responsibility here. You chose to have me, so it's only natural you support me until I'm properly established.
And when exactly will that be? When would you stop asking me for money?
What do you mean?
When will you consider yourself properly established?
Obviously, when I get married. Until then, you need to keep supporting me.
That could be years from now, or never.
Are you saying I won't get married?
I'm saying you can't base your independence on marriage.
Well, that's how it works these days. Parents support their kids until marriage.
Sarah, you know I won't be around forever. It's time for you to become independent. I can't just keep giving you money.
After deductions, I only take home about $2,500 a month. How can anyone be independent on that?
That's more than what many people live on. You can make that work if you tried.
Maybe in the countryside. Young people these days just don't have money.
Have you considered looking for a better paying job?
I've only been at this company for 5 years. It would look bad on my resume to leave right now.
Maybe you could consider changing jobs or getting a side gig.
A side gig?
Yeah.
Like finding a sugar daddy?
What? Where did that come from?
Like meeting older men for tea or trips and getting allowances. Maybe I should try it.
Sarah, that's not what I meant at all.
Lots of girls are doing it. They meet older men for tea or trips and get allowances.
Is this something your friends are doing?
Just some of them. They make really good money from it.
Sarah, you're an adult. There are no easy shortcuts in life.
If you send me $1,000 monthly, I won't have to do it.
Are you trying to blackmail me?
It's not blackmail. I'm just giving you options.
Instead of thinking about such nonsense, you have to think about your future. Time isn't infinite.
My future is exactly what I'm thinking about. So, will you send the $1,000 or not?
No.
You're so stingy, Mom. You won't even help when your daughter is struggling.
I am helping you. I sent you $500 last month and the month before.
That barely covered anything. Then what's wrong with making it $1,000?
Sarah, do you have debt problems?
What? What makes you think that?
Your sudden need for more money, your interest in alternative income sources. You're making me worry about you.
No, I don't have any debt.
Then explain why you need so much money.
I already told you the reason. My salary isn't enough.
For what exactly?
For living, for maintaining my image at work, for everything. Whatever, just send the $500 by Thursday. Otherwise, I might go off the grid.
Is that a threat?
Take it however you want.
Sarah, consider this the last time I'm sending money.
What? Why?
Because this isn't healthy for either of us.
What's not healthy about helping your daughter?
Constantly babying you isn't doing you any favors.
You call $500 babying me?
$500 is a lot of money. If you need money next month, I'll need to see your expenses before giving you anything. Do you understand?
Are you serious? You want to check my expenses like I'm a child?
If you want my help financially, yes.
You're so cheap. Why did I have to be born as your daughter? I wish I'd be born into a rich family, not you.
I wish you could appreciate what you have instead of always wanting something more.
What I have isn't enough.
It never seems to be with you.
Whatever, just send the money. I'll figure something out for next month.
I'll send it this time, but we need to have a serious discussion about your finances if this is gonna keep going.
There's nothing to discuss. Either you help me or you don't.
That attitude is exactly why this needs to be the last time.
Fine, be that way. Whatever, just send the money and we'll see what happens next month.
I mean it, Sarah. This is the last time I'm going to be sending money without seeing your expenses.
Sure, Mom, sure.
Hi, Sarah. Good morning. I need you to come to the hospital soon.
Hospital? Why?
I was in an accident yesterday.
Yesterday? What? Why didn't anyone tell me?
I was unconscious for a while. I just woke up a few hours ago.
How bad is it? Which hospital?
Central Memorial, room 405.
That's on the other side of town. That's kind of far from me.
I regained consciousness pretty quickly after the accident.
But you haven't answered how bad it is.
The doctors are still running tests on me.
Mom, stop being vague. What exactly happened?
I can only use my right arm right now.
What do you mean, only your right arm? What about the rest of you? That sounds really serious. Are you okay?
Yes, it is. I am okay, but my body isn't.
Yes, it is. Mom, you're being way too casual about this. How did the accident happen? You don't even drive. Did a car hit you or something?
Actually, I was helping a little boy who was about to get hit by a car.
What? Where was this?
It was near the shopping district, by the crosswalk.
You got hurt helping someone else? That's so stupid.
He was just a child, Sarah. Don't say something like that.
So what? Let his parents watch him. They should have been paying more attention.
But the boy is safe, so that's what matters.
At least think about your age, Mom.
I did act without thinking.
You could have died from this.
I know.
Then why are you so calm about this?
Because getting upset won't change anything now.
Have you contacted your work?
Not yet. I need to figure out what to tell them. I do regret that part a bit. I'll need to contact work, and I'm causing trouble for everyone.
What did the doctor say about your recovery?
They're still assessing, but it might be a while. Oh, could you bring me some pajamas and underwear to the hospital?
Don't they have those at the hospital? Do I really have to bring them to you?
The hospital ones aren't very comfortable. Please, Sarah, I need them.
Can't you ask someone else?
Are you saying you won't even come visit me?
No, I mean, I could go, but going to your house is such a hassle. It's so far from the station, and then I gotta go to the hospital? It's far.
It's a 10-minute walk from the station.
That's far when you're carrying heavy stuff.
You could just take a taxi.
Taxis are expensive, though.
You could make the effort at a time like this for your mother, you know.
I'm really busy. I could come, but you'll need to cover my taxi fare.
You want me to pay for you to visit me in the hospital after my accident?
Well, I wouldn't need to visit if you hadn't gotten yourself hurt.
I see.
Don't make me feel guilty. I have work.
Fine. I'll have the things sent to you then. Please bring them when you can.
When did you need them by?
As soon as possible. I have nothing here.
I might be able to come this weekend.
That's 4 days from now. That's too far.
Better than not coming at all, right?
I suppose.
Are you mad at me?
No, I'm just disappointed.
There you go with the guilt trip again.
I'm just stating how I feel.
Whatever, I'll try to come this weekend. No promises, though.
Thank you.
By the way, about the money we discussed yesterday.
Yes? Preoccupied with medical tests. I'm still in the hospital.
But you said you would.
I'll try to do it tomorrow.
Maybe we should sort out next month's money now?
I thought I was clear about needing to see your expenses first. On a Sunday?
Why would I lie about it?
Why indeed?
Look, I'll try to come next weekend.
Don't bother if you don't want to come see me.
Don't be like that. Today's meeting was unexpected.
Like what? A mother who wants to see her daughter?
Like a guilt tripper.
I just miss you, Sarah.
I miss you too, but I'm really busy.
Too busy to visit your paralyzed mother?
You don't know if you're paralyzed yet?
The doctors seem pretty certain.
Well, maybe if you hadn't jumped in front of a car.
To save a child, an 8-year-old child.
That was still not your responsibility.
No, but it was the right thing to do.
And now look where it got you.
I don't regret it. Any of it.
Well, I hope the kids' parents are at least paying your medical bills.
They've been very kind to me.
Kind. For someone to just use it.
When did you even go to my house?
Last week, when you kept pestering me about bringing your things.
So you finally went, but only to steal money from me? Not to bring me the stuff that I asked you to?
I prefer to think of it as helping myself to advance.
What you did is a crime. You know that, right?
But I only took $30,000 out of the $50,000 you had. Aren't I nice? I didn't take it all.
You think leaving me $20,000 makes this okay?
Better than taking everything, right?
You need to return it immediately. That money was my emergency fund.
I can't. I already spent it all.
You spent it all? $30,000? How can you do that?
Yeah.
In just a week?
Yes, Mom. Money goes fast when you have debts.
What did you spend it on?
Why do I have to tell you?
You took money from my account without permission, and you spent it all in a matter of just 1 week. I deserve to know why and how.
I don't want to tell you. Oh, how about we call it an early inheritance?
Inheritance? You're talking about inheritance while I'm still alive?
I mean, it'll all be mine when you're gone anyway, right?
I never thought you could be this horrible, taking money from your hospitalized mother's account. How could you do something so terrible?
Oh, please, stop with the dramatics.
Dramatics? You stole from me!
I heard from the doctor. Mom, you won't be able to walk anymore because of the accident.
You talked to my doctor?
I called the hospital. They told me everything.
What does that have to do with this conversation?
I'm not dealing with caregiving and stuff.
I wasn't planning to make you take care of me.
Even so, having a disabled mother is just baggage, so I've decided to cut ties with you.
What? What do you mean?
Why do you keep making me repeat myself? I'm saying a completely paralyzed mother is just a burden. You can't even work anymore, right?
So you steal money from me and then cut ties?
That's better than paying for your care later, right? I can't count on you for money anymore, and I don't want to be guilted about past favors when you're struggling to get by.
Is that all I am to you? A source of money?
What else have you been lately?
I'm your mother. I've always been your mother.
A mother who can't even walk to the bank anymore.
It's okay. I'll take care of her.
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Noah.
Wait, are you the kid Mom saved?
Yes, Mrs. Williams is my hero.
Hero? She ruined her life saving you.
No, she's amazing. She saved me.
Yeah, and now she can't walk anymore.
But she's getting better. The doctors said so.
Look, kid, you don't understand adult things.
I understand that Mrs. Williams is super nice, but you're really mean.
How am I mean? I've had a tough life because of her. You wouldn't understand. You're just a kid.
My dad says Mrs. Williams is the bravest person he's ever met in his life.
Your dad said that?
He's her doctor, and he says she's working really hard in therapy.
That's great. She can work hard paying her own bills then.
My parents are helping her.
Of course they are. They should feel guilty.
We don't feel guilty because we care about her.
Just stay away from her.
No, I'm gonna protect her.
Protect her? You're like, what, 8?
Yes, and from now on I'll protect Mrs. Williams. She won't be alone anymore.
Noah, you're 8, right? How exactly is a kid going to take care of her?
I visit her every day. I read to her. I help her with therapy.
That's not taking care of someone.
It's better than stealing from her.
Who told you about that?
I heard the nurses talking. You're a bad daughter.
You don't know anything about being a daughter.
I know you're supposed to love your mom.
Love doesn't pay any bills, kid.
Mrs. Williams says money isn't everything.
Of course she says that. She's the one who needs help now.
She doesn't need your help.
I'm done arguing with a child.
Good. Just stay away from her.
I will. We're done here. Take good care of her. Make sure she doesn't bother me.
I will. I'll take better care of her than you ever did.
Whatever makes you feel better, kid.
Sarah, I read everything.
Were you there the whole time?
Yes, I let Noah use my phone to text you.
So you put a child up to fight your battles?
No, he just grabbed my phone when he heard you mention the theft.
Whatever. I meant what I said. We're done.
If that's what you want.
It is.
Goodbye then, Sarah.
Bye, Mom. Don't contact me again. This is Sarah Williams, Linda Williams' daughter. I can't reach Mom, and when I asked relatives, they told me to contact this number.
Oh, is this Sarah?
Noah, is that really you?
Yes.
Wait, are you actually taking care of Mom?
Of course, just like you told me to.
Yeah, but anyway, where's Mom?
Why should I tell you?
Because I'm her daughter, I have a right to know.
But you cut ties with her.
Things are different now.
How?
Look, cutting ties isn't that simple. Mom knows I wasn't serious.
Mrs. Williams didn't think you were joking.
What do you mean?
She cried a lot after you left.
She did?
Yes, but she's better now. Mrs. Williams said she won't see you anymore.
What?
She's working hard at rehabilitation. They said she couldn't walk, but she managed to stand up the other day.
Really? Can she really stand now?
Yes! Dad says she's making amazing progress.
That's great! But did Mom really say she won't see me?
Yes, she did, and she even got a new phone. This is my phone, actually. It's Dad's spare one. He lets me borrow it when I go out just in case.
Noah, please, can you tell me where my mom is?
I'm not supposed to tell you. You made Mrs. Williams cry.
Mom was crying?
Yes, that's why I said I'd take care of her when I visited that time.
I want to apologize to her.
No way! You're mean! I don't like you!
Whether you like me or not doesn't matter. She's my mom. You don't get to make decisions about this.
You're the one who abandoned her.
That wasn't... I didn't mean...
Didn't mean what?
I was angry and scared.
Mrs. Williams says she'll talk to you.
What? Mom's there with you?
Hello, Sarah. It's been a while.
Mom, is it really you?
Yes, it's me.
You changed your number without telling me anything.
Yes, I did.
So, Noah really is taking care of you now?
Yes, I'm very grateful. I'm currently at a rehabilitation hospital run by Noah's parents. That's why he visits me so often.
So, he's a doctor's son. I see. I heard you can stand now. Noah told me.
Yes, they say at this rate I might even be able to walk again, though I'll need support, of course.
Mom, I'm really sorry. What I did to you was absolutely horrible.
It's fine. Just forget about me.
Don't say that. I've been so worried about you.
I don't need those kinds of lies anymore.
What?
The $30,000 you stole. You never told me what you spent it on. Noah's parents looked into it for me. They found out you were spending it at host clubs.
How did they?
They have connections. They were just worried about me.
I'm really sorry. I just couldn't stand losing to my favorite host top client.
I don't understand what you're talking about, but this lifestyle isn't sustainable for your mind or body.
I know, that's why I want to quit now, but I have some debt.
So you contacted me hoping to get more money out of me after what you did?
No! I'll pay it back this time. I mean it.
Sarah, I don't have any money left to give you.
But you got compensation for the accident, right? And insurance money too?
So that's why you reached out, not because you actually care about me.
No, it's not like that. When I mentioned my money problems, my host told me about accident compensation and insurance payments. I wasn't planning to rely on you until then.
But you still reached out in hopes of getting more money from me, didn't you? Wake up, Sarah. I talked to your old friend Emma, too. She told me how you've borrowed money from friends and cut ties when you couldn't pay them back.
She told you? Emma had no right to tell you that.
You stole from me, your mother, and cut ties right after. There's no one left who truly cares about you anymore.
Mom, I don't know what will happen if I can't pay these debts.
That's not my problem. This is the result of your own choices.
Please, Mom, help me. I promise I won't go to host clubs anymore. Once the debt is paid, I'll work properly and manage my own money. Please, I need your help.
I wish I had heard those words earlier.
I was so stupid. I really regret everything. Please, forgive me. Don't cut ties with me. Please.
You cut ties first, remember? A parent will always see their child as their child. We can't stop loving them, even when they make mistakes. But you've repeatedly hurt everyone around you. If I help you now, you'll just repeat the same pattern.
I won't betray anyone anymore. I won't borrow money. I absolutely won't go to host clubs. So please, help me. Mom, please.
Then handle it yourself without relying on anyone. If you want to be family again, pay off your debts on your own. If you can't do that, I'll never see you again. This is what cutting ties means. Live your life so you won't regret the choice. I don't know what happened to my daughter after that, but since she has no one left to rely on, I'm sure she's finding her own way somehow. As a parent, I'm not sure if this was the right choice, but I don't regret it. I've continued my rehabilitation and recently moved into an accessible apartment. While I still need a wheelchair for going out, I can move around the house on my own now. I still need help from caregivers, but it's surprising how manageable things have become. While it's sad that I can't walk normally anymore, instead of being negative, I'm focusing on what I can do now. If someday I can meet my daughter again after she's changed, I'll have no regrets as a parent. Of course, I don't know if she's heading in a good direction, but I want to live looking forward so that if we do meet again, I can be proud of how I've lived. Hey Nathan, are you doing okay? eventually having to hire more staff.
Why? How? What did you tell them?
We have good relationships with many of them. When I reached out, they were happy to work with the new company. They trust us. Trust we built over decades.
You stole them? That's low! What kind of mother would do this? You betrayed me!
What are you talking about? Competition for clients is basic business. Don't be so naive. Besides, did you think family ties still existed between us? You burned that bridge.
I tried my best! I worked hard to find people to keep operations going! I tried to protect the company, I really did!
Protected it? Exactly how? You destroyed your father's reputation. And now you're running it into the ground. Wake up already! Unlike your father, you have no talent for management or to keep a company.
That's not true! I can't be worse than him, than that man who always needed help! I have an MBA! I'm way more qualified!
You never did. You looked down on your father, but he was amazing. He was the ultimate people person. That's why everyone helped him. That was his strength. He understood business is about relationships.
How is that a strength? Real business is about power, about control!
Well, let me ask you something. Is there anyone willing to help you now? Your father would have found a way through this situation. You're far inferior to him, in every way that matters.
Fine, you're right. I overestimated myself and I've failed at management. Please help me just this one time. You don't want Dad's company to go bankrupt either, right? Think about his legacy.
It's sad to see your father's company fail, but it can't be helped anymore. You need to learn your lesson. Some things just can't be fixed.
Haven't I learned enough? I regret everything I've done. I said terrible things to you, too, and to our employees. I'm sorry for calling you useless. Please, Mom, please help me.
Do you still think I'm useless? Answer honestly.
Of course not! You're the reason we had such good relationships with all of our clients! I finally understand how amazing you and Dad were! I was so arrogant! Please save me, please!
A CEO must take responsibility until the end. If the company fails, you must go down with it. That's what leadership means. That's what your father would do. Goodbye, Nathan.
Wait! Please don't go! I'll do anything, just help me fix this!
Some things can't be fixed. Some bridges can't be rebuilt. You made your choices. Now live with them.
The bank is threatening foreclosure! They won't extend our credit line! Everything Dad built will disappear!
Your father built relationships, not just a business. Those relationships live on in our new company. His legacy is safe with us.
What about me? I'm his legacy too! His only son! Your only son!
You chose not to be. When you schemed while he was dying. When you called him incompetent. When you destroyed what he spent his life building.
I can change! Give me another chance! Help me save what's left!
There's nothing left to save. The employees have moved on. The clients have moved on. I've moved on. You can't fix this anymore, Nathan.
I'll lose everything! The house, the car, my reputation in the industry!
When we finally move into our new place together, you can use it too if you want.
When we move into our new place together?
Yeah, Jeff. You know, after our wedding, when we're going to be moving in together, aren't we? I know that we've been pretty busy and that we haven't been able to get around to that yet, but...
Oh, yeah, right. Well, man, you know what? I actually really don't feel so good all of a sudden.
Oh, really? Jeez, what, are you okay? Well, you did end up going out with a couple of friends last night, didn't you? Could it be that you're hungover or something?
No, it isn't that. I've just been doing a lot of thinking lately, that's all.
Oh, I see. And what is it that you've been thinking about?
I've just been wondering about if it would be harder for us to go out like that once we get married. And thinking about it just made me feel a little bit lonely is all. Lonely and down.
Well, sure, but it's not like we have kids or anything like that just yet. Besides, if you're just going to be going out and drinking with friends and stuff, then it should be fine, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you probably wouldn't like it if I was leaving the house and going out all the time, right?
Well, yeah, if you were always busy and out of the house, then I'd be upset, to be honest. But going out every now and then is just fine. I mean, I'll also want to hang out with my friends too, of course.
Yeah, but once we get married, then we won't have the freedom that we used to have. Do you know what I mean? And then once we have kids, things will get even worse and more restrictive. Oh man, this whole thing is really going to suck.
But I'm saying that we won't have to worry about kids for a while. There's no rush and plenty of time.
But still, it makes me sad just thinking about it. I guess I'm just thinking too much about all the things that I'm used to doing that I won't be able to do anymore.
Hey, Jeff, you're not getting cold feet now, are you? We are about to get married after all. You okay?
Well, I guess I'm just feeling a little bit nervous about everything right now is all. Yeah, that's probably it.
I understand how you're feeling. I'll be sad about having to move away from my parents too, you know? But there will be lots of people coming all this way just to see us. So we should at least put on a happy face for the wedding, okay?
I know. I'll do what I have to.
Jeff, are you sure you're okay? You're not having any regrets, are you? About the marriage, that is.
No, of course not. No regrets here.
Are you sure?
And how could you even think of asking me that? Don't you trust me, Sarah?
Well, it's just that you sometimes get really excited about the idea of doing something, but when it comes to actually doing it, you can really lose your motivation really easily. I was just wondering if you were having regrets about getting married all of a sudden.
But I'd be an asshole if I backed out of it now. Or at least that's probably what everyone would be thinking of me.
To be honest, the timing of it wouldn't look that great on you, yeah?
Exactly. But it'll all be okay. I'm just a bit nervous. That's it.
Well, okay. I really do hope that's all it is.
Anyways, I am looking forward to this wedding.
Hello, I am so sorry for texting so early, but do you happen to know where Jeff is? Oh, Sarah, why'd you ask? Did that boy run off somewhere? Well, I just can't seem to get a hold of him is all. Oh my, that Jeff. He's always been so hard to pin down. I mean, honestly, it's one thing to avoid your own mother, but if you can't even get in contact with him, well, I'm just sorry about all of this, dear. It's not a problem. I'm just a little worried about Jeff is all. You know, whenever my Jeff gets obsessed with something, he has a tendency to just disappear from the world. I imagine he's probably just absorbed in some video game or something silly like that. Well, there have been other times where I haven't been able to get in contact with him for 2 or 3 days at a time, but this time it just feels different. It's been 5 days since I last talked to him. 5 days? You think that's strange too, right? I was beginning to wonder if I should reach out to the police. Hold on. I just talked to Jeff 2 days ago. He's supposed to help me into the dress the day of the wedding. I messaged him to confirm the time. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot that he was doing that. And then I guess that means he must be all right after all. But then I wonder why he isn't responding to my messages. Do you think he's been acting strange lately? Or did you two get into a fight? No, we haven't been fighting or anything like that. I did get the sense that he might have been starting to get cold feet, though. I swear, that boy can be so wishy-washy. It's a bit shameful, if I'm honest. Well, I completely understand why he might be a bit nervous. I'm also sad to be leaving my parents. But you're his fiancé, and you're saying that you two haven't talked in such a long time. He still won't respond to you, even if you message him on WhatsApp? Yeah, the messages aren't even being marked as read anymore. Oh, just what the hell is that kid up to? I knew it. Something did happen. I tried to check in on him at his apartment, but when I got there, it looked like no one was home. And you don't have a key to his place? He would never give me one. He doesn't seem to like it when people barge into his space unannounced. Even though you two are getting married, he hasn't given you a key to his place? Oh, what should I do? Could you try and get in touch with him for me, please? Oh, I will. And when I do, I will be sure to give him such a talking to. Oh, that boy. Well, for now, I'd just really like to know whether he's safe or not. That's the only thing I care about, really. Oh, you are such a sweetheart, Sarah, really. I cannot believe my good-for-nothing son has such a sweet fiancé worrying about him. You really ought to set him straight, too.
Hello, Sarah. Are you there?
Jeff? Is that really you? Jeff, oh my god, where the hell have you been? I couldn't get in touch with you. I was getting worried.
No, I'm afraid this isn't Jeffrey.
You're not Jeffrey? I'm sorry, who am I speaking to?
This is his mother. This would just be a moment, dear. Unfortunately, poor Jeff is in a coma and it's very, very serious.
He's in a coma?
Yes, in a coma. He was hit by a car. So, if you could please be so kind as to cancel the wedding. In this state, it would only bring you pain and misery to be with my boy now. So, go on. forget about my son and go find your own happiness out there, dear. It'll be hard, but I know if anyone can do it, you can, Sarah.
Are you really sure you're his mother?
Of course I am. And as Jeffy's mother, I thought that I had to be the one to tell you all about this terrible tragedy. So you don't need to worry about calling or coming here ever again. Just forget all about us and move on with your life, dear. It's really for the best.
But I'm Jeff's mother.
I beg your pardon?
I'm saying that I'm Jeff's mother, Sophia.
Excuse me? Just what kind of game do you think you were playing? Why in the world would I be with Sarah?
Oh, so you don't believe me. In that case, how about we talk about how you kept peeing the bed until you were 12? Or we can think back to the time that you stuffed a Lego so far up your nose that we had to take you to the hospital. I know that is you on the other side of this, Jeff. What the hell do you think you're doing, honestly?
Wait, Mom, why are you with Sarah?
The poor dear came crying to me about how she couldn't get in contact with you no matter what she tried. She was so worried that she came all the way here to see your father and I. She thought that if there was anyone in the world you might call, it would probably be your parents.
I'm sorry. She did all that?
Jeffrey, do you not realize that you're the bad guy in all of this? Just what was it that you were trying to pull right now? What do you think you were doing, pretending to be me and trying to break off your own wedding?
Relax, Mom. It was just a joke.
You're a worm, Jeffrey.
I'm a worm? Mom, you can't say that. I'm your son.
And such a pathetic one at that. I heard all about how you dropped off the grid and began ignoring Sarah once you started to get cold feet about the wedding. How could you, Jeffrey? How could my own act so cowardly?
But Mom, I'm really scared. I was just feeling like things were really going to change after we got married. And I was scared that I might end up losing my freedom once it happened.
Of course your life changes when you get married. Did you really propose to Sarah without ever once considering that? I am so ashamed of you right now. I can't even bear the thought of facing Sarah or her parents. How could you have done this?
Well, I thought that if I broke the wedding off this way, it would spare her feelings. If I had just called off, then Sarah would have been crushed. I would never want to do that. So really, I was just doing all of this for her sake. Do you see where I'm coming from?
You're a real piece of work. Did you know that? I'm handing the phone over to Sarah, and you better apologize to her right now. This is Sarah?
Please, you've got to understand.
Tell me, Jeff, what is it that I have to understand?
It's not you, it's me. And I'm just too scared to get married.
And so I should just forgive you, just like that? We just caught you trying to lie to me, as your own mother.
But I only did it because I thought it would be for the best. I did it all for you. I thought that if I just told you that I didn't want to get married, that it would hurt your feelings.
And you thought that this wouldn't do exactly that? What makes me the most angry, however, isn't the lying or the dragging your feet. It's that you really thought that I was the type of woman to fall for this crap.
Well, I didn't know you and my mom were so close.
Even if we do break off our wedding, did you really think that we were dating all this time and I had never once bothered to go and meet your parents? I go over to visit them all the time. And that's how we found you out, you idiot.
Well, anyways, I would like to call off the wedding.
Oh, trust me, the feeling is very, very mutual. Go on then, cancel the wedding, Jeff.
Are you serious, Sarah? Thank you so much. Oh, you big time. You don't even know what you're doing for me. Thank you.
But only if you explain things to all our parents.
Don't really have to. After all, my mom already knows, so...
But my parents don't, Jeff. I'm going to gather all our parents together, and then you are going to give them a proper explanation of what's going on. I think you can at least handle that much, don't you?
Wait, are you being serious right now?
You can thank your mom for all of this, by the way. She told me I was being much too kind to you, so I decided that would change. Hey, You said that you needed to go to the bathroom over 15 minutes ago. Wow. Did you seriously run away just now?
Sarah, there's no way I was staying there. This is way too much for me to deal with. I can't take it anymore. My mom is already pissed, but my dad is practically ready to tear me limb from limb. If I stayed there, I'd be a dead man. You have to understand, please.
But you do know that you're just making things worse by running away, don't you? Especially with your dad. He really looks like he's ready to explode.
Yeah, that sounds like him. My dad has always had such a short fuse. What am I supposed to do? Sarah, you already said we could cancel the wedding, so can't we just end things here and be done with it all? There's no point in dragging this out any longer than it has to be.
Oh, of course, I completely agree with you. There's not even a microscopic part of me left that would ever in a million years want to marry you now, Jeff.
That's exactly what I'm getting at. So let's just end things here. What's even the point of bringing in our parents when this is something private that should be taken care of just between the two of us?
I hear you. If you want all of this done and over with, all you have to do is return the money we've put into the wedding on top of all the money I've ever lent you. And I do mean all of it.
But you want that money back?
Yeah, that's what I just said, isn't it?
And you want all of it back?
It really has built up over all this time, hasn't it? How much do you think it's at now? At first, I didn't mind because, of course, I figured we'd be getting married. But now, I'll be needing all of it back after the wedding is canceled.
Sarah, that's not fair. He knows how much that amount is by now. It has got to be something huge. You know damn well that I don't have that kind of money.
By my calculations, I think it's fair to say that you owe me at least $50K, don't you? Though I doubt you could afford that with your measly paychecks.
Wait. Just hold on a sec.
No, I don't think I will. Tell me, do you really want your parents even angrier with you than they are now? Because I'm showing them all of these messages just so you know.
Please, Sarah. We don't need to be doing all of this. The main issue is canceling the wedding, right? That's what we should be focusing on. We're not even married, so why can't we just break up and call it off? Everyone is overreacting to all of this. Why can't you just see my side of things?
Do you know how much money and effort I've put into this relationship up until now? We are well past being able to sneak out of this just because it's before the wedding. Besides, the real issue at hand is that you tried to trick me with your pathetic little lie.
But I told you, Sarah. I only lied because I was trying to protect you. I promise that that's what I was doing.
Well, it did not feel that way to me in the slightest. I only feel like I was lied to by you. Not only that, but I feel like my parents were lied to by you.
But
what is it that you don't understand about this? You really aren't even worth the effort, are you? Do you know that you're making your own mother cry? How can you live with yourself?
where the hell am I supposed to get 50K from? Everyone already knows that I don't make that much.
That's perfectly all right. Your dad said that he would help you with that problem.
Did he really actually say that? You sure that that's what he said?
That's right, his words.
That's my dad. Even after all this, he's still going to come through for me.
He said he'd be shipping you off to work at that company your relatives own. He said that they have lots of night shifts and it would be a good way for you to pay back everything you owe me through some honest, hard work.
He said what?
And he told me to tell you that you better pay back all that money even if it takes your whole life to do so. By the way, they're going to be taking away your phone and your wallet. And since the company is located on a remote island, there will be no chance of escaping. You will never, ever be free until you have paid me back every single cent of what you owe me.
Wait, you can't be serious about this. This is ridiculous. My parents wouldn't do all that to their own son, would they? This is impossible. It can't be happening.
Well, if they didn't, then you would just run away again. Isn't that right, Jeff? Your dad really did think of the best way to make sure that you paid everything back without being able to cut and run like you normally would.
But that company belongs to one of my uncles. I heard they do some kind of construction on the coast of some tiny little island somewhere. They would never seriously make me work there, right?
I know, isn't it great? Your dad is doing so much thinking ahead for you. You should feel so lucky. By the way, he said that you leave on Wednesday. Good luck with the new job.
This Wednesday? I leave that soon?
Well, I do want my money back as soon as possible, after all. And your dad said I wouldn't have to wait all that long, so I really am grateful.
But they can't just ship me off to some tiny little island. There's no way I could handle that, not in a million years. And on top of that, I won't even be able to see my friends before I leave.
Well, it's already been decided, so tough. Man, you really can be so stubborn sometimes, you know that? Don't worry, me and your mom will tell all your friends about what happened to you. And all the things you did that landed you on your tiny little island. Your friends will know all about it.
But you don't even know any of my friends' numbers.
Well, we'll just use your phone then, since your parents will be taking it from you anyways, that is.
But you don't even know who my friends are on my phone.
Well, you are on Facebook, aren't you? Maybe I'll just make a new post and let everyone know all at once.
Please, no. Then people who have nothing to do with this at all will know all about it. Stop this.
Oh, what's the matter? Everyone might know your dirty little secret. But who cares? It's not like you'll be seeing any of them anytime soon while you're off working to pay off your debts.
I'm begging you, please stop.
It's too late for that. Your mom told me I had to put you in your place, and so now I am. Enjoy your life on the island. Jeff never returned home that day. His parents began to search desperately for him everywhere. Then, one day, I suddenly got a secret message from an acquaintance who will go unnamed. They told me that they had found where Jeff was staying. He had gone to crash at the home of one of his buddies from high school. This acquaintance, however, thought that Jeff wasn't looking so good and ended up making a call to his parents. Well, Jeff's dad rushed right over to where his son was staying and dragged him all the way back home. One of the first things his parents had done was to sell all of his belongings, but that wasn't enough to cover even a sixth of the amount that Jeff still owed me. So, after all of that, he was finally shipped off to that island to work for his uncle's company. And if he can't raise the money he needs to pay me back, there's no way that he'll ever make it back to New York. Since both his phone and his wallet were taken from him, escape from the island is impossible for Jeff. He did some awful things just to preserve his freedom, and now he is trapped on an island with no means of escape. Life can be kind of funny like that. As for me, well, of course, I was in a bit of a shock at first, but now I'm doing my best to just forget all about Jeff. So, to all those people out there who are engaged and waiting to be wed, I say this. If a few days before your wedding your fiancé starts acting weird, you better watch out. However, I really do hope that no one else would ever do anything as stupid as what Jeff did. This means I'll be hearing from you again soon.
That's right. So just hold on a little longer because your mom...
Right.
What are you talking about, Bella? I never cheated on your father. How could you even say something like that? Is this another lie that your father has told?
This video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. Hey, Donald, what time do you think you're coming home today?
Oh, I think I might be a little late, actually, so don't bother cooking dinner for me.
So I guess we're not eating dinner together again this week.
I'm sorry, but it's out of my hands, really. I just have a lot of meetings I need to attend.
Well, it seems to me like you might be going out just a bit too much lately. I mean, you're almost never home at all, not even on the weekends. You didn't even come to Brian's soccer game. Even though you promised him that you would be there for him, he was really upset about that.
Well, I already apologized to him, so that's been settled. Just how many times are you going to remind me of this, huh?
Actually, you didn't even apologize to him, you just did it to me. But I don't think that you've said a word about it to Brian at all.
Well, that's because by the time I get home, he's already asleep, so I can't talk with him. And in the morning, I'm too busy getting ready for work to be able to sit down and talk this out.
I really think that you have more time to talk to your son than you think. You need to make more time for him. You haven't done anything fun with him since he started school. He's always asking about when you're going to come home.
Well, he has to learn that adults have to work for a living. I mean, don't you realize that I'm providing for you and Brian? You both should be grateful for how hard I work for this family.
And we are really, really grateful for all that you do. But the fact is that you're a father and you need to be there for your son now. I know that you're busy, but we're both busy.
I'm sorry, but you're just a housewife with a part-time job. We are not the same. You aren't nearly as busy as I am.
I understand that, but we both need to be taking care of Brian. I mean, we're both his parents, you know that, right? And you know that in 10 years or so, Brian is probably going to move out. You need to make the most of the time that we have with our kids while they're still young.
And that will have you know that I care for him a lot, thank you very much. I just am not able to make time for him. Do you have any idea how hard it is earning enough to take care of a family?
Well, I really don't think that a child is going to be satisfied with that answer. And besides, you're always stopping to drink on the way home. Maybe you could not go out drinking with your colleagues for one night and just come home early instead? Or maybe the three of us could go out together somewhere for dinner together.
Okay then, if you really want to go out, how about we go and visit my parents on summer break? My mom is always saying she wants to see Brian.
Do you mean all three of us go visit your parents?
No, I mean just you and Brian go. I have too much to do here, so there's no way I'll be able to get that time off.
Well, if that's the case, I'd probably just take Brian to my parents' place instead.
Wait, what? But shouldn't you be going to visit my parents? I'm the husband after all.
If you come along with us, I'd be more than happy to spend part of the summer with your parents. But if you're not going to be there, then I'd rather visit my parents.
But why? Why would you want to do something like that?
Why? Well, would you want to spend the night at my parents' place if I wasn't there?
Okay, don't go changing the subject on me.
I'm not doing that at all. I'm just asking the same thing that you're asking of me. It's not that I have anything against your parents, but obviously if it's just going to be me, I'd rather go with my parents.
Wow, I really can't believe that you're just going to completely shun my parents like this.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't think you can really tell me where I should go when you're not even going to be there. If you want to leave taking care of Brian to me, that's fine, but then do that.
You don't get it at all. The point is that you're my wife and you need to do what I say. Do you understand? This is one of your wifely duties and you better go through with it.
Wifely duties? Are you being serious right now? I don't even really know what to say. But I will tell you that this is an equal partnership and that I am nobody's servant.
I can't believe it's already this late in the day. I wasted my whole lunch break talking to you.
Well, I'm sorry to have done that. But anyways, just please try and spend more time with Brian. I mean it, you really need to win back his trust. This is really serious, okay?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing, thank you. I'll make time to be with him, I promise. Just quit bugging me about it all the time.
Hey, Donald, are you watching Brian like I asked you to?
Yeah, I am, don't worry.
Well, I'm really sorry that I had to leave the house so suddenly.
It's okay. I know that you really liked that professor and he just suddenly died, so it's good that you're at the funeral.
Yeah, man, I don't think anyone saw her passing coming at all.
I know. Didn't you tell me that she was still only just in her 50s? That's so young.
I know, but I guess that's just life. Anyways, how are things going with Brian? You remember that you told him that you were going to take him to the toy store to buy him some toys, right?
Yeah, I know what I said, but I don't think we're gonna be able to go.
Wait, really? Why not?
Because the little kid got sick. His fever is in the high 90s right now.
He has a fever? Are you sure about this? Is he okay?
Of course I'm sure, and yes, he's okay. I think that it's just a little cold. I gave him some medicine and put him to bed, though.
Well, I see. Do you think that we should take him to the hospital? I mean, I know that there are still some clinics that would be open this late.
You worry too much, Janet. The kid is going to be just fine. I'm with him, so there's nothing to worry about. He's just a little sick, but if he gets any worse, I'll be sure to take him to the doctor.
Okay, but just please keep a close eye on him, okay? I mean, you're really sure that he's okay?
I am telling you that he's fine. Man, you're persistent. Do you know that? Besides, I just woke up and I'm starving.
Okay then, but please just take good care of Brian, okay? By the way, your boss is here at the funeral.
Wait, my boss? Who are you talking about?
Mr. Vasquez?
Oh, really? What is he doing there?
Well, I guess that he knew my old professor, so that's why he's here at her wedding as well.
I see. Well, just don't say anything rude to him, got it? I don't need you screwing with my life from there.
I wasn't really gonna say anything, actually. He was the one who came over to greet me.
Well, just make sure that you go and shake his hand when you're about to leave.
Yeah, of course. By the way, I was gonna leave in the afternoon, so I probably won't come home until this evening. So please just take care of the house and Brian until then, okay? I promise to be home as soon as I can. Donald, I want you to answer the phone right now. What is going on? Did you go out to drink with your buddies again?
Man, you are such a pain. Do you know that? What is it? What do you want?
Have you even read any of the messages that I've been sending you? Brian's condition was so bad that I had to rush him to the ER.
Oh, I see. But are you already there? Is he being seen right now?
He is! So I want to know why you haven't come already since I sent messages about this already. Don't you care at all that our son is in the hospital?
Well, if he's already being treated and he's not going to die, I don't really see what the big deal is. Why would I go all the way to the hospital? It's not like if I go see him that he'll suddenly get better or something like that. I'm sure they'll let him out soon anyways.
Are you being serious right now? I asked you to watch over Brian. I thought that's what you were doing this whole time.
I know, but then I put him to sleep and I just thought that I'd step out for a little bit.
So you left our sick child home alone so that you could go out and drink?
Man, you were so annoying. Do you know that? I'll have you know that this isn't just for fun. This is work business. Capital. I won't leave this spot until you get here. Janet, are you there? When are you finally going to come back home?
Why in the world would I come home when you're not even going to be there the majority of the time?
Please. I'm already back home from work and I just want you two here. Just come home already, Janet.
I've already told you that that isn't going to happen, haven't I?
So you mean we're just always going to live separated like this from here on out?
No, because like I also told you, we are going to be getting a divorce. You are no longer someone I want to be in a family with.
Please don't say that, Janet. You have no idea how much that hurts me. Think of how hard I worked to provide for us.
You never worked for us. You only ever worked for yourself.
But I even apologized to Brian.
And he told you that he didn't forgive you for what you did, right?
I just thought that he might be a little mad at me, but that he would change his mind soon enough.
Do you have any idea how much water weight his body lost because of you? He is just a child, Donald. He could have died if your boss didn't get me home when I did. You could have at least called me and told me what you were doing. I just don't understand how you could let something like this happen. You know, it was actually Brian who called me while we were on the way home. His voice sounded so weak over the phone. I should have never trusted you to begin with.
No, don't be like that. Of course you can trust me. You have to know that you can. I really was watching him and I only stepped out for a second.
When are you finally going to stop making excuses for yourself, huh? Why can't you just let Brian and I leave in peace without you?
Oh, come on. I was going to take him to the ER as soon as I got back, but I was just hungry. I think you're blowing this way out of proportion.
Do you really think that this is the only reason why I'm divorcing you, Donald?
You mean there's more?
I've been thinking about divorcing you for a long time now, actually. But I just wanted to try and keep us together for Brian's sake. But now that I realize you don't care about him, it's better that I just take him away.
Of course I care about him. Please, bring him back. I'll play with him. I'll go to his soccer games, all of it, I swear.
It's too late for that. I don't want anything to do with you ever again. And frankly, I don't know if Brian is ever going to forgive you for what you've done to him.
But remember what you said? We only have a limited time with our children. You can't just take that away from me.
Oh, I am not taking it away from you, Donald. You have done that yourself. And I heard from Mr. Vasquez that you've just been a mess at work. You barely show up and you've been taking so much time off but spending none of it at home. In fact, I know that you just spend time with girls at bars getting drunk and flirting with waitresses.
I won't deny it, but you have to understand that I only do that as a way of relieving stress, and that's it.
I don't care what you have to say for yourself. I am sick and tired of all your lies and excuses that you've made up.
Please, I promise to be there more. I promise to actually watch over Brian, to play with him, to go to his soccer games. I'll do whatever you want of me.
And where were all of these words before when I was actually asking for these things? Now, the only thing that I want from you is a divorce. I don't love you. I don't want to be with you. I just want to spend the rest of my life as far from you as possible.
But I really am sorry for everything. I'm so sorry, Janet. You have to believe me. Please, don't just leave me like this.
I am not leaving you, Donald. You left us. I am just finally brave enough to walk away.
But please, can't you just come home for a little bit so that we can talk in person? I haven't been able to sleep at all. I felt sick and groggy, and I just need you to come back home for just a few months is all. I need someone to cook for me while I get over this.
You think that you're sick? You're asking me to take care of you? Is that supposed to be a joke?
Of course not. Who knows what might happen to me at this rate?
Well, you know what, Donald? That isn't my problem. You will sign the divorce papers, and then you will stay out of our lives. After that, I hired a lawyer who was able to drag Donald through the divorce process, kicking and screaming. It turns out that Donald really was sick, and he started puking his guts out and lost a bunch of weight. But it didn't change my mind one bit about what needed to be done. Finally, we were divorced, and I was able to make sure that Donald would pay child support. I heard from Mr. Vasquez that Donald had tried to take about a month off of work to recover, and that his performance is worse than ever now that he's back. I don't know what's going to happen to Donald next, but I don't really care, to be honest. According to Mr. Vasquez, however, he told me that Donald was basically going to be stuck in the same position he's in now for the rest of his career if he decided to still work for him. Either way, Donald has made these decisions, and now he will have to live with the consequences. Of course, there's still a lot that I'm worried about for him, but I'm glad to be so close with my parents, who I know will do a good job of taking care of him when I need their help. I try not to rely on them too much, but they know how little help I got with Donald, and they're always trying to offer a helping hand to me. I know that one day Brian might decide that he wants to have a relationship with his father, and I won't stop him if that day ever comes. But for now, I need to make sure that Brian grows up healthily and with good role models. And for now, that means keeping him away from his lecherous father. At least, not if I can do anything about it.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, Mom, did Amy come home?
Hi, Josh. Yes, she came back home after you left for work.
Let me guess, she went straight to bed, didn't she?
Yes, I heard snoring as soon as she went to her room. She'll probably sleep until evening.
What time did she get in?
It must have been around 6 a.m.
6 a.m.? She's been doing this almost every night now.
I know you're worried, but try not to be too hard on her.
Did she at least make you lunch?
No, she didn't, but it's fine. I can find something simple to eat.
There's nothing in the house. I was planning to go shopping today. I checked the fridge before leaving. We're almost out of everything.
Then just order delivery. I'll be fine skipping lunch.
Mom, you can't skip meals. Your medication needs to be taken with food.
I don't want to waste money on delivery.
If you don't order something, I will.
Please don't. You already spend too much on us.
Mom, I saw you didn't eat breakfast either.
How did you know?
The dishes were exactly how I left them last night, and the bread I bought is untouched.
You notice everything, don't you?
Of course I do. I worry about you.
All right, I'll order something myself.
Promise?
Yes, I promise.
Send me a photo when the food arrives.
You don't need to check up on me like that.
I do when you skip meals. You know I get worried.
I just don't like spending money when Amy might need it.
And that's another thing I want to talk to you about. Amy is completely hopeless. She's coming home in the morning and not even making you food. What does she think she's doing living here with us?
Now, Josh, don't talk about your sister like that. She's going through a lot.
We're all going through a lot, Mom. It's not just her.
Her jobs haven't been working out lately. That's why she came back home.
That's not the whole story, though, is it?
What do you mean?
She's been lying to you about why she lost her jobs.
She must be feeling down about it.
Mom, you're too soft on her.
That's because she's still my daughter.
Amy getting fired is her own fault, not yours, and she only came back because her roommate kicked her out.
What? But she told me she quit because her boss was harassing her.
I ran into her old roommate at the grocery store last week. Do you want to know what really happened?
Please tell me.
First, everything she ever told you about her getting fired is not true. She was working at a company her roommate helped her get into, but she kept skipping work and pretending to go in, then got into fights with her boss and got fired. And apparently she hadn't been paying her share of the rent.
She did that?
The roommate was in tears telling me about it.
After her friend helped her get the job?
She said Amy would leave for work dressed up, but then go somewhere else. She only found out when her boss called asking where Amy was. She never really showed up to work properly.
That's terrible for her friend. I must have raised her wrong.
Don't start blaming yourself now.
But where did I go wrong with her?
Mom, she's an adult. She makes her own choices now. She's in her late 20s. This isn't your fault. None of this is.
I should have been stricter when she was younger, though.
You were a great mother to both of us. You don't need to blame yourself.
Then why did she turn out like this? I must have done something wrong.
Some people just make bad choices.
Maybe if I hadn't spoiled her.
Mom, I'm serious. Stop blaming yourself.
Josh, I'm so sorry. I'll tell Amy she needs to find a job right away.
I've been telling her that too. Plus, I only let her move back because she promised to help take care of you while she's unemployed. But she barely does anything, and she's not even looking for jobs.
If I could walk, you wouldn't need to worry about my care. I'm causing trouble for you because of it.
Stop it. You're not causing anyone any trouble.
I'm really sorry.
Don't apologize. Stop it, Mom. You got hurt in that accident while working to support us. Working 2 jobs to put food on the table for us.
I was just doing what any parent would do.
You worked yourself to exhaustion. That's why the accident happened.
I should have just been more careful. It was my fault.
I'm the one who should be sorry. Even with my job, I don't make enough to support you comfortably. I'll remodel the house soon so you can move around easier in your wheelchair.
No, don't worry about remodeling. Use that money for yourself. No one can see me inside the house. It's fine if I have to crawl around.
Don't say that. It breaks my heart when you say things like that.
I'm just being practical.
I want you to have a better living environment.
This is fine for now. You know, you could move out if you want.
What are you talking about? I'm not going anywhere. I need to help you.
Even though I need help from care workers because of my disability, I'm not completely helpless. I think I could manage living alone. You shouldn't have to worry about me. There are lots of delivery services these days. I'd be fine.
I remember the promise I made to Dad.
What promise?
Before he passed away, I promised to take care of you.
You were only 12 then.
A promise is a promise. Age doesn't matter.
That was too much responsibility to put on a child.
It wasn't too much. It gave me purpose. I don't want to leave you alone, and I won't. Besides, Amy is completely unreliable, and if I leave, she'll just keep mooching off you forever.
You'll miss your chance to get married if you stay. Children shouldn't sacrifice themselves for their parents.
I'm not sacrificing anything.
You're young. You should be living your own life.
This is my life.
So, think about your own future. I'll handle Amy somehow. I'll be okay.
You can barely handle getting around the house.
I'm not completely helpless. I can take care of myself.
Mom, I saw the bruises on your arms.
What bruises?
From trying to pull yourself up the stairs?
Oh, those.
Why didn't you call me?
You were at work.
I would have come home.
That's exactly why I didn't call.
I want to give you a better life.
Just knowing you care makes me happy.
Let me help you, please.
Oh, and make sure you eat lunch too.
Mom, don't change the subject.
Did you pack lunch today?
Yes, I did. Now back to those bruises.
They're already healing.
We need to install handrails.
That's gonna be expensive.
Your safety is worth it. Don't worry about the price. And make sure you order that delivery too. Don't worry about saving money. I got a small bonus this month.
Save it for yourself. Don't use it on me.
It's already earmarked for home improvements.
Josh.
No arguments.
All right.
Just want you to keep your promises.
This is about Mom's care again?
Did you know she tried climbing the stairs by herself?
She what?
Because no one was home to help her.
Mom can move her upper body. She's fine without me.
She got bruised all over her arms.
She should have waited for you.
Then why are you even living here?
Because it's our house, duh.
Remember what you promised when you moved back, that you'd help take care of Mom?
Yeah, I promised, but she can manage most things herself.
You really believe that?
She's not completely helpless.
Our house is old with lots of steps. Mom can barely use her wheelchair inside. You can't even help with that?
Stop making me feel guilty.
I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. I'm trying to make you understand reality.
I'm busy with my own stuff too.
What could possibly keep an unemployed person so busy?
I have my own life outside of taking care of Mom.
You're out drinking almost every night and you're not even looking for jobs.
I am looking for jobs.
Then show me proof.
What kind of proof?
Job applications, if there are any interviews scheduled. We can't afford to feed someone who does nothing to help.
That's harsh.
That's just reality.
I don't have any proof.
Even showing me job applications would be fine. Just anything to prove you're actually job hunting.
Why do I need to prove anything to you?
Because you're living here rent-free and you can't even help Mom around the house.
Look, I'm not planning to work at a company anymore.
What's that supposed to mean?
I have other plans.
So you really haven't been doing anything?
That's not true. I'm working on permanent employment.
Permanent employment?
I mean, marriage hunting.
Are you serious?
What's wrong with that?
You're treating marriage like it's a job?
It kind of is.
Even in your late 20s, not many people want to marry someone who's unemployed.
I'm targeting only rich guys. I'm not interested in regular office workers, and if they like my looks, that's enough.
Where are you meeting these rich guys?
Expensive bars, mostly.
So that's where you've been going every night?
At least I have a plan. It's better than nothing.
If you're going after wealthy people, wouldn't personality matter too? There are plenty of beautiful women out there.
I've always taken care of my looks. I'm better than those fake beauties with their plastic surgery.
And what about your character?
What about it?
Amy, people aren't valued just for their looks, and I don't want to hurt you about your appearance, but...
Ha! What do you think of your own looks? You're just a scrawny nobody.
Good morning to you, too.
Ugly.
Yeah, I know, and you're my sister.
So what?
I'm not trying to knock your confidence, but objectively speaking, we look alike.
What? We look nothing alike. Stop it. That's just gross.
Come on, we've always looked alike.
No way.
Everyone used to think we were twins.
Listen, girls can change with makeup. Don't lump me in with my plain brother.
So you're admitting we look alike without makeup?
I am not. You're really pissing me off.
Look, I just want you to be more realistic about life. This marriage hunting plan isn't going to work.
You don't know that.
And I'm not as nice as Mom. I'm just warning you. If nothing changes, you'll have to move out of the house.
You can't kick me out. It's my house, too.
Actually, I can.
Mom wouldn't let you.
Mom agrees you need to start contributing.
Fine, I get it. I'll help with Mom's care.
Don't just say it this time.
I mean it.
You probably think this conversation is over, but I'm serious this time.
What do you want from me?
I want you to grow up.
I am grown up.
Then act like it. I'll be away from home for a while.
How long is a while?
A month, starting next month.
A whole month?
It's an overseas business trip to the Singapore office.
Since when do you travel for work?
Since I got promoted last quarter.
You got promoted?
You'd know if you ever asked, but it's my first major project. If my work there goes well, I could get a pretty big raise.
Whatever.
This isn't whatever, so just for that month, please stay with Mom.
What's in it for me?
Excuse me? In it for you? Are you really asking me that? Don't you want to repay us for letting you live here without paying anything?
But I'd have to cancel all my marriage hunting meetings.
Those aren't real jobs.
They could lead to something better than your office job.
What can I do? You're unemployed. You have nothing better to do during the day but stay home.
Not my fault the job market sucks.
When you moved back, you said you'd take care of Mom. You said you wanted to inherit the house, too.
Yeah, about that house.
What about it?
It's kind of embarrassing to bring dates here.
This isn't about your dates.
I watch her when I can. Like the other day when I bought her coffee she asked for.
That's all you think caregiving is?
I got her exactly what she wanted.
Buying one coffee doesn't make up for months of nothing. Fine. I'll give you $500 if you take proper care of Mom next month.
Only $500?
Don't say only. I'm already covering your living expenses.
That's not much considering how old the house is. The stairs creak. The walls are thin. Not feeling very motivated.
You're complaining about the house now?
Just saying.
Then how about $1,000?
Really? You mean it?
Yes, but there are conditions.
Like what?
You need to actually be here.
I guess I could stay home for that.
I mean it, Amy. You need to help Mom with her morning routine, meals, medications, getting around the house, and her evening routine.
That sounds like a lot.
That's just basic care.
Fine.
This job is important to me. I'm really counting on you.
Yeah. I'll watch her if I'm getting paid. But you better give me the full $1,000. If you don't, I'll never help with Mom again.
I'll pay you, but I'm also going to ask Mom and the care worker about how things went. The amount might go down depending on what they say.
That's not fair.
What's not fair about it?
You don't trust me.
Have you given me a reason to?
I said I'd do it.
You've said that before.
This time is different.
Prove it!
Whatever. Just make sure you pay me.
I've already written out what you need to do each day.
Send it to me later.
No, read it now!
I'm busy.
Amy, this is serious. If something happens to Mom while I'm gone,
Nothing will happen.
the care worker will still come 3 times a week.
Then why do you need me?
Because Mom needs help the other days, too.
Fine, send your list. That's a lot of stuff.
That's what I do every day.
You expect me to do all that?
For $1,000, yes.
Maybe I should ask for more.
Don't push it.
I'm just kidding.
This isn't a joke. When you texted yesterday, you said Mom was doing fine. You lied, didn't you?
I couldn't help it. It was an important day for me, too.
What was more important than Mom's life?
Don't be so dramatic.
She's severely dehydrated. She hasn't eaten properly in days.
She didn't tell me she was sick.
Because you weren't there for her to tell you.
I checked on her. Sometimes.
The care worker said the house was exactly as they left it 3 days ago. The meals I prepared were untouched in the fridge.
I've been busy with Kenji,
Who's Kenji?
the guy I've been seeing.
The one you abandoned Mom for?
He's different.
Different how?
He's from a good family.
I'm flying back tonight.
You don't need to do that.
Yes, I do, because you clearly can't be trusted.
I said I'm sorry.
Saying you're sorry doesn't fix this.
Mom will be fine.
She's in the hospital.
Hospitals are good at taking care of people.
I can't believe you're this callous.
What does callous mean?
It means you don't care about anyone but yourself.
That's not true.
Then where were you?
I told you, I'm with Kenji.
For 3 days straight?
He took me to nice places.
While Mom was sick and alone.
The care worker came eventually.
That's your defense, really?
What do you want me to say?
You haven't kept a single promise. You're not family anymore. Get out of the house. You need to move everything today.
You can't kick me out just like that.
Watch me. I won't help you even if you're unemployed.
Whatever. I was planning to leave anyway. I'm marrying into a wealthy family.
Kenji?
Yes, Kenji. His family owns multiple companies.
You've known him for what, a week?
You can handle Mom's care. Oh, and I changed my mind about inheriting the house. You can have this dump.
Don't regret this later.
Why would I regret anything?
Because you're making a huge mistake.
I'm about to have everything I want.
I'm saying we're cutting family ties.
Like I care if you cut ties. Actually, it's lucky. Getting rid of a poor brother and a disabled mom while marrying rich.
You'll regret those words.
No, I won't. And don't come asking for help when I'm wealthy.
Trust me, I won't ever ask you for any help.
I won't help no matter how desperate you get.
Is that what you think of family?
Family is for poor people.
Mom raised you better than this.
Mom made me weak.
Get your things out before I get back tonight.
Everything is already packed.
Leave your key. By Kenji?
He wasn't from a wealthy family at all. All the gifts he gave me were fake, and even the luxury car was just rented.
Wow, that happens?
Everything was a lie.
Sounds familiar.
What do you mean?
Like when you lied about taking care of Mom.
That's different.
Is it?
I ended up being a co-signer on his loans. Then he disappeared. Now I'm just left with debt.
I see.
Josh, I'm really sorry. I want to come back home.
Excuse me? No way! We cut ties, remember?
I was wrong. I know that now. I'll definitely help with Mom's care this time. I'll look for a real job, too.
How many times have I heard those promises? You never kept them once.
This time, I really mean it.
Like you meant it when I paid you?
That was different.
How?
I was stupid then.
And now?
I've learned my lesson.
Sorry, but we don't need you anymore. Before, I wanted to save money on care workers and needed help with Mom since she couldn't move around the house in her wheelchair. But our new place is wheelchair accessible and spacious, and money isn't an issue.
You moved somewhere that nice? Just from selling the house?
No.
Then where did you get the money?
I won the lottery.
You're joking.
Nope, it's true.
How much did you win?
I'm not saying I don't need to tell you anything, but enough that I wouldn't need to work anymore, though I'm keeping my job. You never know what might happen, and this lifestyle isn't something I earned through my own efforts.
Oh, my debt is $100,000. You could easily pay that now, right?
I could, but I won't spend any money on you.
Please, Josh. I'm really desperate. I need your help. If I didn't have this debt, I could divorce him right away and start living normally. Go back to my old life.
That's not my problem anymore.
We're still siblings.
I don't consider you family anymore.
Why are you being so cruel? I'm really in trouble here.
Did you ever help us when we needed it?
Well, I did help take care of Mom sometimes.
I can count the times you helped Mom on one hand and still have fingers left. Even when Mom collapsed, it was during the time I paid you to stay home. But you lied and went out anyway. You even made Mom promise not to tell me because you wouldn't get the money if I found out. That's when I decided never to trust you again.
I'm so sorry. I was just excited about possibly marrying Rich, and when he called me, I couldn't help myself.
That doesn't matter to me or Mom.
How is she handling all this?
She's happier now.
Really?
Yes, no more crawling upstairs. No more worrying about you.
I'll never do it again. I'll listen to everything you and Mom say from now on. Please, please help me. Just this once. Help me.
No, we're not helping you. This is what cutting ties means. By the way, Mom got a new phone, too.
That's why her contact disappeared from my phone.
Yeah, Mom asked to change it because it hurt her to see your contact info. She said she can't help you anymore.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so stupid back then. The only people who really cared about me were my family. I got carried away thinking I could marry Rich and said horrible things. I'm really sorry. But I'm really going to change now. Please, trust me and help me this one time. Just this once, please.
I told you I don't trust anything you say anymore. You've betrayed us too many times. And remember what you said, that you'd never help us no matter how desperate we got? Well, we feel the same way. You're not family anymore, so we won't help no matter what happens to you.
I didn't mean those things.
Yes, you did.
People can change.
Yes,